What up, Team Smack 'em? Today I'm going to show you how to build the best custom playbook in Madden 26 so you can completely control every single game. We're breaking it all down: how to choose the right base playbook, how to add and remove plays, the maximum plays you can add, how to set pro level audibles, how to rank your plays for in-game situations, how to save your playbook so it's always your default, and even how to upload or download playbooks from other users. And here's the kicker: I'm dropping a secret meta audible setup that the pros don't want you to know about. This setup will keep your opponents guessing and will make your custom playbook absolutely unstoppable. Let's get into it. Now, in order to make a custom playbook, you want to go to the Creation Center on the front menu, and then you want to go over to Playbooks. Go into Playbooks. Now, in Playbooks, you can create an offense, create a defense, or if you already have a created playbook, you can edit an existing custom playbook or an existing custom defensive playbook. Okay. Also, when you create an offense, you can choose any base offense to use, and if you do have a custom playbook already created, that will be listed below. Now, here is where the fun starts. You can choose if you want a quick, passes, go with the West Coast. If you want a balanced playbook, a real good balanced playbook, go with San Francisco. Also, on defense, if you want a defensive playbook, you want a defensive playbook with all of the great blitzes and coverages, go with a multiple D playbook. Where's my multiple D? Right here, my multiple D. Okay, you can go with the multiple D. Okay, the good thing about this, offense or defense, you can create a playbook on what your style is. If you've been playing with I don't want to say it, but you've been playing with the Dallas Cowboys. I'm sorry, the Bears just got in that butt. But if you've been playing with the Dallas Cowboys and you like the Dallas Cowboys playbook, you're used to those plays, you've been running those plays, that's your team, start with your custom playbook. Is your Dallas Cowboys as your base offensive playbook. Okay, that's the great thing about that. Okay, now we can go, let's pick a custom playbook. Let's go with the Dallas Cowboys. We can create an offense off of the Dallas Cowboys playbook. Okay, now, once we get into the custom playbook, you have Audibles, you have My Playbook, you have All Plays, and My Gameplan. Now, the first thing you want to go to is All Plays. This is where you will be adding plays. If you're in a playbook and say, for instance, you want to add some plays, you want to delete some plays, remove some plays, that's where you go to this tab, My Playbook. Okay? But for instance, let's just go and add plays. We'll remove some plays later. In order to add plays, you can go through each formation, and then once you go through the formation, you can choose the different sets. Okay? Say, for instance, you want to go to shotgun, and you want to add the box. Okay? You want to add this halfback screen. You want to add this jailbreak screen, slants flat. This fullback FL dive is pretty good. Deep fork. Say you want to add these plays. Okay, you can add these plays. Keep in mind, if you look at the bottom of the screen, in the bottom right hand corner, it's a play count. You can only add 500 plays to a custom playbook. So keep that in mind. Say for instance, we added the plays. Okay, let's go add another set in here. Let's go to single back. Let's go to bunch X nasty. Really good plays. Let's go to cheat. Let's go to that. Let's see, where is it at? Where is it at? You're in here somewhere. You're in here somewhere. I know you're in here. Crack toss. Really good run play. And then we got a good passing play out of here. The cheat will post. I want to get that. I need another run in here, inside run. Okay, so we added some plays out of the single back bunch X nasty. Let's add one more play. Okay, we're still at 483. We have 500 more plays to add. We have more plays to get to 500 before we're capped out. That's how you add plays. Okay, say for instance we want to remove plays. Okay, say for instance we go here and we go to iForm. We never run iForm, and we definitely never run iForm slot. You can either remove one play at a time by clicking X, and do you want to remove this play? They'll ask you. You say yes. Or you can say, I don't run this formation at all. I want to add at least 30 more plays, so I need extra room before I get to 500. I'll hit triangle and I'll remove all the plays in this set. So therefore, that formation is gone. Now we have 474. We had 482. Now we have more room to add more plays. That's how you remove entire sets or just the plays. Now we can go to the Audibles tab where we can choose our audibles. And I'll tell you the quickest way to set your audibles, unless you have some plays you really like, but we'll go to the single back bunch formation. And you want to have like an inside zone or a quick run, an inside zone. These crack tosses are great to have as an audible. Okay. And then the second you want to have is a quick pass. Any type of mesh concepts where you got drag routes and you can hit players really quick. That little angle tight end route is really good. So like a mesh type of play. Okay. Next, you want to have a vertical shot, something that goes deep down the field, like this Seattle play. We got a lot of vertical shots going down the field. Hit them with one play touchdowns. And lastly, you want a zone beater. Any type of corner route with a flat route, any type of flood concept, okay? PA boot is good. That is the typical baseline I use when I'm setting my audibles. You can set these audibles, set them, therefore they're there when we get into the game after we save this playbook. When we get into the game, get into practice mode, everything will be here. In my game plan, this is where you can rank plays based upon multiple situations. First down, third and short, if you're backed up, if you want to go for two, if you want to conserve time. Different situations we have right here. In this menu, in this tab, you can actually rank plays based upon the option the coach is suggesting when you're playing the game. You can ask the coach to give you a suggestion. If you rank these plays higher or lower, and you can go by saying, for instance, slot hitch, we can derank it, or we can rank it higher by just pressing the D-pad left or right. Okay, so if we rank slot hitch as 5 stars, slot hitch and drive will come up if we want to conserve time and we want it to be safe. When we go to coach's suggestions, these two plays will come up. These will also be options as well. You can, in this menu, also for like say 4th and long, okay, you can add and remove plays. This YSL play is not in here naturally. I added this in after adding it to my custom playbook. Okay, you can go right here and you can click edit play. You can either remove the play or add the play. Okay, say for instance you're at 4th and long and you're kind of like, I don't really like these options. I want to put my own 4th and long options in. Okay, we go to edit play and we go to add play. Okay, and then we go to where that play is, shotgun, and then we go to normal Y off close, go to your set, and then we find the play we want. This YSL, everyone knows that tight end corner route is a straight glitch. So we'll put that in there. And we won't just put it in there. We'll rank it as the number 1 play when it's 4th and long and we need to go for it. We need a conversion to win the game. So we'll put it in there like that. Therefore, in coach's suggestions, When we go to coach suggestions and it's 4th and long, that play will pop up. You also can, secret tip, you can set this as a favorite in your game when you're choosing your plays. You can set that as a favorite in practice mode or in the game, and this play will be your access. This is a bonus tip for you guys. Did you know you can set favorites for when you're in practice mode or when you're in the game mode? So these plays will be readily available to you anytime you want to use them. For instance, we have a favorites tab we don't have anything in there. But if we go to a play that you know you like to run, like say for instance I like to run this verticals play, okay? If you look at the options down at the bottom, if you double tap, you can add this play to your favorite, okay? When you do that, a little heart comes up next to that play, okay? You can add a triangle, a circle, or a square as your favorite play. So you can add up to 3 plays in your favorites. So instead of when you're playing a game and you want to call your number 1 favorite play, say eventually you have 3, you can have up to 3. You can just go to your favorites tab. You don't have to go through the formation to get to that play. You know, say for instance I like to run this freaking the white sail, my favorite play. Okay, I can put that in my favorites. Okay, find it. We find it here. We just double tap X. Little heart comes up. Now when I'm playing the game, I don't have to go over here and go to shotgun, find the normal close. I can just go to my favorites, select that play, pick it, beast, dominate, win the game, win my franchise championship, whatever. Just know that this option is available. Utilize it. If you're not utilizing it, you're missing out. Coach. So therefore, this play is the number 1 option when we choose coach's suggestion if our situation is 4th and long. That's how you use the My Game Plan tab. And you also can remove all these plays out of here so your options can be limited. You know, you won't have all these different options, but you can rank and de-rank these plays based on them to show up in your coach's suggestions. Okay, now when we are done with adding our plays, removing our plays, setting our audibles, we can click circle to exit out, and they'll ask you, do you want to save this playbook? You want to say save it. In here you can name your playbook whatever you want. We'll call this custom pass, or custom play, custom P1, custom PB1, custom PB1. All right, there we did it. We got a custom playbook. You can either go to it, like I said, you can go to it here, custom offensive playbook, custom PB1, or you can go to it, my custom playbooks. We have 2. I have custom playbook PB1. Now, once you do that, for offense and defense, everything I'm telling you for offense, it works just as well for defense. We can go back to the settings menu, and right here, this is where you choose your favorite teams. But if you go to gameplay options, offensive playbook, you put this to custom playbook 1, and whatever your custom playbook is from defense, you put it to that, and then you do not select triangle, you just select back. Okay, just go back, don't do triangle. And then if you go to anything, if we go into training camp, let's go to training camp. Okay, we go to team practice. Now, once you have your playbook saved and you set it in settings, if you go to online head-to-head, or you go to franchise, or you go to quick play, or you go to practice mode, we're going to head-to-head. Okay, we're going to say we want to play a match right here. And then we'll select advanced settings. As you see, before we get into this game, our playbook is already set. You want to make sure you click either back or save. If you don't want to change it, you click save and get back. Now when you go into the game, it's already set up. If we go into let's see, if we go into practice mode, we want to practice some of the plays we just added. Okay, you go into here. If you go to advanced settings, custom playbook, it is there. If you save it in those settings, your custom playbooks will always show up right here. Now I'll show you how to download and upload playbooks. If you go into the Creation Center and if you go to the Download Center, once you get in here, if you go to Playbooks, these are everybody's playbooks, okay? You can search by name or whatever. I'll upload my playbooks for you guys, okay? So you can get them. When I do upload them, I'll put a post in my community post once they go uploaded. Or actually, I'll just show you right here. I'll show you right here. We can go and we can upload our playbooks. So right here, I'm gonna do this custom play one. This is my custom playbook, and I always like to give it the September, the month name, and then usually the day. So this will be September 20. What is it? The 24th, 25. Okay. I want to share this file. I'm going to upload this file, uploading it for you guys to download. Okay. I'll also do my defensive playbook as well. This is how you upload your playbooks. Okay. We uploaded them. Okay. Now, if you want to download, a lot of people, a lot of Madden commentators and a lot of people just create great playbooks. This guy right here, this Kick Probable Cause, he has 26,000 downloads. He says the best offense. You can download that play. You can go over here, get cheese. This in your chops. 1,000 downloads. He has a cheese playbook offense. You can do the same thing for defense. If you guys want to download my playbook, you go to search by username and you type in my tag name, which is "You Don't Want This, Bro." You do a search for that. As you see, 2 playbooks pop up. The ones I just uploaded, my defensive playbook and my offense. You can choose these. You choose to download it. You can download this one. You can go and download the offense if you wanted to. Now, once you download them, you would go back to your settings and put those in as your default playbooks. Okay. Put these in as your default playbooks. And then you would, I don't think I saved it. Hold on, I think I backed out. Okay, I did. You just back out of this one. If you're in online, you have to save before you back out. But now, whenever I go into franchise, online head-to-head, practice mode, those playbooks that I downloaded are there, guys. An example of a pro audible setup. In the shotgun bunch formation, you can have your first audible as your cheat inside zone. That's your run play. Then you want a mesh post, a really quick pass play. You want verticals that bomb downfield. And then you want a stick. some type of flood formation that beats zone and man defenses. Okay? As a secret audible, you can have this RPO zone alert cheat, which looks just like that cheat inside zone, but this time instead of handing it off, you give it to the wide receiver. Also, for shotgun trips tight end, we can have inside zone as our run, slants for our quick pass, our deep shot down the field PA boot shot, or any type of vertical play, and then our flood concept for beating man and zone defense, double in sale. Our secret audible is this RPO alert bubble. We can call that, if they play the run, we pass it to the receiver and dominate. Good pro example of defense audibles would be the nickel 2-4 odd. Okay, you want to start off with a cover 2, any type of Tampa 2 defense. Your second audible should be any type of cover 3 or cover 3 sky. We have a 3 seam show 2 blitz here. And then you want a good man defense like a cover 1 robber press. And then you want a good blitz, man blitz preferably. Okay, a secret audible is you could come out in this cover 6. You have a cover 2 and a cover 3 look. You can fool your opponent with this type of setup. And that's it. You've just built the best custom playbook in Madden 26. You've got a strong foundation, a hand-picked arsenal, pro-level audibles, ranked plays for every situation, and even a couple of secret meta audibles that give you a serious edge. Now you're ready to dominate online, in franchise, and even in practice mode. If this video helped, smash that like button, drop a comment with the formation you're building your custom playbook around, and subscribe so you don't miss my next video.